Hello, crew, and welcome to your 7 Minutes of Piracy. Uh, we are back. We are broadcasting to you live from the 2022 Tortuga Pirate Festival. This is the last day of the festival. Tried to keep the camera put away for most of it. They frowned upon technology, going for the total immersion thing, but it's one of my favorite things of the whole year, and I wanted to get some pictures of our campsite, get you some candid pictures of the festival. Editing were appropriate, but we're having a great time. The weather's beautiful, a little hot. A little hot. I think it's gonna be about 100 degrees today, so we're sweating pretty good. But anyway, the last couple of years, the festival has been held in Lebanon. City of Lebanon, not very friendly when it comes to pirates. So we moved this year just down the road, a small town called Marcola. We're actually on a private farm. And the guy who was hosting the event, who let us use the farm, has been fantastic. I was talking to some of the other staffers, who were on setup, and he went out and got some permits for the event. They wouldn't let him have a festival, so he's having a family reunion with 1,000 of his closest friends. And I heard a direct quote that the lady issuing the permits said, "Well, I don't have 1,000 friends." And he said, "Well, sucks to be you. I do." So he's been terrific. The facility's been great. A lot of room for us to spread out. Big open fields where some of the larger camps are, and then a lot of people kind of finding their own little nooks back in the woods and stuff. There's some hammock ones, a little bit of everything.
So what do we do? Tell what are some of the events that are here?
Well, some of the events this year they did something a little different. They did something called Tavern Row. So on the main street, in what's called the town square, 7 of the larger camps set up their own versions of taverns. You're talking 1700s, early 1800s, and it's just kind of a open tents or walled off areas. Giving away free alcohol, giving away food, playing some games. It depends on whatever your camp orientation is. Some are into games. There's places where smokers can go.
There's one that they did a burlesque show, which was kind of interesting. Do music. There was some singing pirates, which was really fun to watch. So it just depends. They've just got a wide variety of activities, and there's something for everybody.
There is one of the taverns was holding a Princess Bride kind of mystery contest where you had to find the Dread Pirate Roberts, and there were a bunch of different people in masks and different clues and stuff like that. And so as you go around, you meet people, you drink, and it's kind of an adult game of Clue.
Yeah, that was really fun.
So kind of fun. Really fun. Usually there's a fire show where you have anything from hula dancers to people spinning poi on fire.
Or whips.
There's a guy who gets his whip in kerosene and lights it on fire and does whip and stuff like that. Couldn't do the fire show this year because again it's 100 degrees, the grass is dry.
Fire bands.
It hasn't rained in months, so they're being a little overly cautious, especially since we're on somebody else's property for the first time. So hopefully that's going to be back next year.
Yeah, I look forward to that part.
In the meantime, at the festival, there are 3 or 4 food options up in what we call the galley. It's actually on the other side of the camp from us, but there's places that serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day long. A guy showed up this year who's got a wood fire pizza oven, and he's delivering pizzas out there, and we missed him.
Yeah.
This year because he was temporarily closed when we went there. But
and then there's Merchant Row, where you can buy anything pirate related. If you need to add to your, I don't want to say costume, but if you.
I bought a new sword this year. Okay, go ahead.
You bought a new sword.
You bought a new dress.
I did. I got a new dress. So anyway, you can just go and shop to your heart's content. It's just
a lot of jewelry, period clothing, pants, tops. There's some specialty shops where you can get boots, 1,700 shoes with buckles on them.
All the leather work.
A lot of leather work, custom leather work. In fact, Margaret needed some leather work done last night at 10 or 11 o'clock at night. One of the guys was still open and made a little belt for her to carry her mug around. It was, super cool about it. But
Yes, because the cool thing about Tortuga is you carry a mug on you at all times, because when you go to other camps, if you have a mug, they will fill it.
that is true.
So that's kind of cool.
We opened up our camp last night. We had a sign out front that says, ring the ship's bell, which is hanging at the entrance to our camp. Come on in. And Torque was on bar this time and pouring drinks, and we had a good time. A lot of brand new friends came in, and a couple of them staggered out at here a while later, and I literally staggered out here.
So what was a cool pirate fact that you learned this week?
My pirate fact of the week: one of the purveyors of fine goods. We were in there and we happened to be talking pirate stuff, and he asked me if I knew the 3 uses of a pirate's eye patch. I actually only knew 2. I knew you could use it to cover injury, and also pirates would wear it when they boarded another ship, cover one eye, and when they went below deck, they would switch the patch. That way they would have night vision on the eye, so you're not going under deck and being blinded, and you can be killed immediately. So you would be on equal footing down below. But I did not know the 3rd, and he told me the 3rd. Did you know this?
No, I did not know this.
The 3rd reason a sailor or a pirate would wear an eye patch is for seasickness. Apparently, your seasickness is caused by both of your eyes looking at the horizon and trying to judge depth and distance and level and everything. And when you put a pirate eye patch on, you go from the binocular to the monocular, and it takes away the seasickness. So I'm like, that is a fantastic. So you learn all kinds of things at the Pirate Festival.
All kinds of things.
So there was an opening court. They elect we don't exactly have a monarchy out here, but we have people who are in charge. Different people can compete. I missed the opening ceremonies. I actually came a couple days early this time and helped with the setup, getting the property ready, marking out where the parking was, the merchants, where the vendors went, where the galley was, delivering the biffies to different spots, painting water spigots, all that stuff. We are going to do closing court this afternoon to see what that's like, but I took some pictures of our camp that I'm going to show you guys.